You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio, where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
It seems odd, all the hoopla I'm hearing. That's right. Change the station, you're witnessing greatness. I heard. Far from basic, they making a statement. Better salute you in the presence of made men. Spitting the truth and the show is live too. It's the Oddcast on Bars and Hoops. You can go online or play it in your coops. Just make sure 8 to 10 is the time to choose. Spread love to Steels and the crew. I see you on the top as we continue to move. Friday nights.
Yeah. You know, you heard him. As we continue to move from 8 to 10, the Oddcast is show, tell a friend to tell a friend. This ain't your regular, we out here setting trends. From a list that never ends, from trending topics, bars, you know we locked it. Hoopla from the latest hoop stars, you know we got it. We give you something to do on Friday nights. The Oddcast is show, make sure to subscribe and like.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio, where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
DJ JOJ on the way, Ali Vegas on the way. We are the Oddcast every Friday, 8 to 10. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Your boys is back at it again. My people, what's good? Shout out to everybody checking us out live on Facebook. Shout out to everybody that's listening to us live on the radio at barsandhoopsradio.com. Shout out to everybody tuned in on YouTube. And shout out to everybody checking in with us on Twitter. Yes, we are back. I know it's been a couple of weeks, man. Man down. Shout out to Jessica Grandy. We see you. Shout out for you always being a loyal listener and supporter of Bars and Hoops Radio. It feels good to be back. You know what I mean? It's been about 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Your boy been out there celebrating. And I know your birthday is coming up too, Jessica. So a happy birthday to you in advance. You know what I mean? For your birthday, man. Shout out to you, my Libra sister. But, you know, it has been 2 weeks. You know what I mean? I had a lot of things going on, man. Actually took some time for myself to get right, you know what I mean? Get my thoughts in order. Relax for my birthday, you know what I mean? Because it's been a while, you know, since the pandemic, since we actually got to really travel outside of the country, let alone the city, you know what I mean? So I got a chance to get away and do some reflecting and thinking and coming back to the station with some new ideas, man, and hopefully our loyal listeners and supporters stick with us, man. We got a lot of things coming. We got a lot of things that's going to be taking place at the end of the year, man. A lot of giveaways, you know what I'm saying? Special interviews, man, for fans that our loyal listeners are going to invite them in to chop it up with us, man. And we got a lot of things planned for the station, man, moving forward. So, you know, I got a chance to really sit back and think about all that stuff, man. Again, relax and celebrate another day on this planet, another year on this planet. And I'm still celebrating. Cheers. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, man, we got a great show lined up for you today, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. I got a good opening topic, man. You know what I mean? As a lot of you see, the showrunner is hip-hop turning into WWE. Shout out to JOJ. Peace on, mighty. Word. What's happening, King? Welcome back, man. JOJ is back, too. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, man, is hip-hop turning into WWE, man? It's like every time you turn on the news or you go to Instagram or you look at World Star, you look at the latest news in hip-hop, somebody is always beefing with each other. If it ain't 50 Cent going back and forth with his son on social media, it's this dude, Charleston, whatever his name is. Yeah, Charleston White, you know what I mean? We're going to have to change his first name to White because that's how he be acting out here, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of drama going on in the culture, man, and I want to know from our listeners, man, is this a good or a bad thing for our culture, man? You know, me personally, I think it's a bad thing because we don't see it happening in any other cultures. You don't see Kenny Rogers beefing with Garth Brooks. You know what I'm saying? Dolly Parton, you ain't see her beefing with anybody else out there. It was enough room for everybody to get money and live, but it just seems like in hip-hop culture, it ain't no room for nobody to live. Everybody want to eat. Everybody want to eat and do everything on their own. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's just not right. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We definitely going to talk more about the Charleston White and T.I. situation. We're going to talk about Five Mics getting in. Shout out to Five Mics. You know what I mean? He jumped in when T.I. felt that nobody was holding him down. You know what I mean? You missed that. We're going to recap all that, Almighty. You know what I'm saying? But It's definitely gonna be a good show today, man. We got a lot of things lined up, man. And of course, we're gonna talk about your trips too, Jay. Peace, Almighty.
Peace, Almighty. What's good? Yeah, we here, baby.
We got the camera right there, front and center.
Oh damn,
man.
where's it? Oh man, all in the mug, like. What's good? What's good?
Man, Jay, man, what's up with you, man? Word up, man. How you been, man?
I've been blessed, man.
I see it, man. You're glowing, Jay.
I'm glowing?
You're glowing, kid.
Because I had a crazy, DR was crazy for me, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
You made it back alive.
I made it back alive.
That's all that counts.
Word up, man.
Yo, but how was it though, man? How was your trip, man?
It was good until Saturday night.
Really?
We had left for like 15 minutes and came back. And they broke into my room and stole my safe. So I had no passport, no ID, no money. Yes, I just got back. I was supposed to come back Monday. I just got back Thursday from DR. Man.
No way.
Yes, I met this dude out there, this cab driver. He held me down like the whole time. It was crazy, man. I had to take the bus from one side of the island to the next because they only did the passports in Santo Domingo. They didn't do it.
Hold on, you had to get a whole new passport?
I had to get a whole. They wouldn't give me no paper. Like they usually do, like a paper. They give you a paper and then you'll be able to get on the flight. Nah, I had to buy a whole new passport. I had no money.
A U.S. passport or a Dominican Republic?
It was a U.S. passport, but it was a temporary passport. It only lasts for like a year.
Wow.
Yep, 160.
Yo, they stole your joint?
Yes, sir.
Why you? Only you?
Yeah, they stole stuff out of my friend room, but they wasn't able to get the safe out because we came back. They probably thought we was gonna hang out, but we came back in like, you know what I'm saying? We came back in like 15 minutes.
Yo, man, 15
Yes,
minutes. So that must have been somebody that was watching y'all from the gate, man. Damn,
Yes,
you had any idea who you think it could be? Like,
I have no idea.
No
man.
idea?
They partying
Damn,
though.
man.
I can tell you they partying.
Damn, kid, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's the
it
last
is what
thing I
it
want
is,
to hear,
man.
man.
You know what I mean? The God is gonna make it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a fact, man. Shout
I'm
out
gonna make
to
it.
JOJ.
I'm always gonna make it happen, man. You know what I mean?
Man. Shout out to JOJ, man.
Word up.
Man. Damn, guys. Sheesh, man. I mean, well, you know me, man. I went away, man. I definitely left the country myself, man. Like I was telling everybody, it was a humbling experience, man. I went to JA, Jamaica. You know what I mean? And got to see that.
You seem like you had a good time out
I
there.
had a good time, but the weather, man, the rain was just crazy, man.
Yeah.
So I ain't really get to, lay out on the beach and all that. I ain't a beach guy anyway, but I ain't get to really touch sand like that, lay out, you know what I mean? Catch some real sun. It was like with Jamaica, man, like in the morning time, it'd be sunny. Then, like, once you finish breakfast, like, I got a little bit of sun. Go outside, it just start raining. You know what I mean? So
it's that rainy season, like around this time, that hurricane season is real bad over there. In January too, February, it starts to rain a lot over there too.
And that's what they saying. But nonetheless, man, I got to enjoy it. I got to see the country. You know what I'm saying? I got to see both sides. I wasn't just in the resort the whole time. I have a piece to my man, the original Rich De Niro. You know what I mean? West Side Merrick, dumb out boy. You know what I'm saying? He lives out there now.
Oh, he live out there now?
He left. Unfortunately, they he's not in the States anymore. So he went back to Jamaica, and he was able to show me around. You know what I mean? Take me on the other side to see how the island is, see how the living is, like outside of the resorts. You know what I mean? So I got to see that. Take some flicks, man. I got to go up in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? I learned that people in Jamaica, some of them don't even what they call it the parishes. The parishes is lower ground.
Okay.
That's what they call the parishes. The people in the mountain call the lower ground the parishes. It's like, yo, man, when I went on that Bob Marley 9 Mile tour, I got a little of that old weed, Bye Z.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So once I went on that tour, you got to go through the mountains. Like, I'm talking about little ass lanes where it's 2 cars, no railing. So if you make one mistake, you off the mountain. You know what I mean?
You're done.
So I got to go all the way up there, man, see how people live. People selling their stuff on the side of the road. What I realized about the islands and island living is that you really don't need no supermarket out there.
Yeah.
They live off the land, literally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coconuts, avocados, bananas, mangoes. You can literally live off the land out there, man, and really do your thing. You know what I mean? And it was a humbling experience. You know what I mean? It made me reflect and look back and appreciate all that we have here in the States. You know what I mean? It's some people that live in Jamaica that never even been up in the mountains because you can't get there.
Wow.
Driving. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have somebody drive you up there. You see some people that walk, but a lot of people hitchhiking.
Oh, they hitchhiking
Yeah, they
too?
hitchhike. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that live in certain areas, if they know the neighbor, they'll be like, yo, jump in the car with me, let's go. You know what I mean? So it was a humbling experience, man. Nonetheless, man, I enjoyed myself. Got to enjoy my birthday out there.
Yeah, happy born day.
Thank you, bro. Word up, man. You know what I'm saying? We got some of that white over there. Got some of that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
hopefully that cheer you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yo. I had a good time, man. Even though I made the best out of everything, man. Salute to that cab driver that held me down. I was in the hood out there too in Santo Domingo. Me and him chilling, we doing what he do, drinking and everything, eating. I was mixing it up and shaking.
A native cab driver the whole time. So
he was from Corona though. I found out he's from Corona, so he spoke English. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't fluid, but it was enough for him to get over. He was a hustling type of dude, man.
Okay, so he got dipped.
Yeah.
So damn, this happened towards the end or the beginning?
That happened. Well, what you mean as far as
when you losing your stuff?
Yeah, we got there Friday, and that happened Saturday night.
Oh,
so Sunday was kind of crazy. I had to wait till Monday, and then Monday was Columbus Day, so the embassy was closed.
Oh my God!
And I had booked a flight for Tuesday, so then I had to book another flight. The next flight was Thursday that I could get, so I booked it for Thursday without even having my passport. So I had to make sure I got down in Santo Domingo to get it. So I took the bus. I took like the last bus down there. I made it down there. I stayed in like one of them crappy ass hotels. I feel like James Bond right now. You know what I'm saying? I did like a little mission.
Saying. So you had your cash on you.
Yeah, but I didn't even have enough. That's the crazy part. I didn't have enough for the passport.
What you did? Your debit card? Like
in the passport plate, this dude from Detroit, he had lost his passport. So he heard me talking and heard my situation, so he started talking to me while we was walking back to the cab.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Yo, just wire me some money and I'll give it to you to the ATM." So I wired him like 500. He gave me like 320 in pesos, and then he sent the rest of the money left over. We sent it back. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I was able to pay for the passport, come back and pay for the passport. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's God. Though,
yeah.
That's God.
That's the God in me that got that popping. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Damn, Jay.
Yeah.
Yo, kid, I could imagine, man, my heart would have been in. Wow.
Yeah.
And none of your peoples lost their stuff?
They didn't lose. That's what I'm saying. They didn't lose their passport. They didn't lose their passport. They took like a few things from my friend.
Wow.
I was the only one. Like, if we would have came back later, they'd have wiped us out completely. Like, phone would have been gone, laptop.
Oh, everything. So they jumped out when they heard.
Jumped out when we came back because we came back mad fast. They expected us to go back and hang out, but I was tired. I didn't feel like doing. You know what I mean? I'm chilling.
Wow, man, yo, man. Yeah, well, that's a place that I'd never go back to again. Crumb bums and then all Dominicans ain't bad. All
Haitians you can't
bad.
say that, man.
You know
the streets gotta eat. You gotta be on point, man. Streets gotta eat.
Streets gotta eat. Word, man. Damn.
Definitely mad at that.
Oh man, yeah, we gotta adjust your camera too, man. We gonna get it right.
Yeah.
Word up, man. But like I said, man, before you came, man, just a lot of stuff going on in the world of hip hop, man, and also what made me bring this topic up today, man, was also like the importance of loyalty too, man. And shout out to Tony Yayo, man. You know what I'm saying? Tony Yayo is the loyalist dude that I know. You know what I mean? He gave all praises due to 50 Cent. He thanked 50 for bringing him around the world. He got on that Math Hoffa podcast and basically saluted 50 the whole joint. He did a lot of bragging though. Don't get me wrong. He did a whole lot of bragging.
50 did look out for him.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? But that's why 50 looked out for him, because I think like Yayo's like his day one.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I think it's like a situation where 50 kind of, messes with him, you know what I'm saying? Probably hit him in the head a couple of times, you know what I mean? But Yayo never left the side, man.
Yeah, he never wavered. And that's what he was saying, man. I respect Yayo. He was like, man, because they kept trying to get him into asking him questions about banks and game and all these other Buck and all of them. He was like, yo, man, I don't really do that. I don't really do this internet stuff. I don't do interviews. I just started doing interviews, and he might be doing one You know what I mean? Fingers crossed with us here on the Oddcast, you know what I'm saying? When they get back off tour. But to get back on topic, he was basically saying like, yo, man, you know, 50 took care of a lot of people, kid, including Game, Buck, Banks, everybody. But he was like, yo, man, guys just wasn't loyal. Everybody wasn't playing their position. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you gotta respect the person that turned the lights on for you, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without him, there would be no us. And he definitely broke it down. Like, you know, he ran through about 4 different passports. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking of passports, he ran through 4 of them, just touring with 50 and going everywhere with him. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's good to hear him big and fifth up. And shout out to my brother Psych. I see you. You know what I mean? That's how you supposed to deal with your day ones. You know what I mean? Like, people, he didn't feel a sense of entitlement. Not once did he say that he felt like he was entitled to anything. He just said that it was on him and it was on the other guys that was with them. So the music sound crazy a little bit, but you're going to get it together. He was saying like, look, man, I'm a loyal soldier. At the end of the day, Fifth did what he could for everybody. Fifth made everybody millionaires, man. The people that's complaining now is complaining because they didn't work hard. You know what I mean? And I respect that about Yayo. He never once said anything bad about Fifth. He always said that he tried to make things right between Banks and Fifth. And he said, yo, it could still be right. All Banks got to do is apologize. Or not even apologize, but just reach out to Fifth and, you know, everything will be all right. But the funny thing is, like, how Uncle Murder fits so well into the G Unit. Being that he's a Brooklyn dude.
Oh, yeah.
He's from Brooklyn, straight up, East New York. But he fit with G Unit like a glove. And they broke down a story about how he came about, too, through Chris Lighty. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was supposed to be, he was under Violator management, and they was originally trying to get him in G Unit way back when. You know what I mean? So I learned something with that as well, man. But salute to Tony Yayo, man. Loyalty is definitely a lost trait in people nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, and I respect Yayo for coming out, being that I was like his second big interview. First one was with Vlad, second one was with Math Hopper, and he basically set the record straight. He basically made his own show. He ain't even let them interview him. He just was talking, and they just flowed off his energy the whole time. You know what I mean?
That's how you gotta do it, though.
Exactly. But speaking about loyalty, man, Mace.
Loyalty, man.
Yeah, loyalty.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mace seemingly implies that his number one hater, Diddy, canceled his tour with Cameron and Jadakiss. So for those of you that don't know, they just recently canceled the Three-Headed Monster tour. And I'm glad I didn't give up my Knicks tickets because I was trying to see that show that was supposed to be in Elmont on the 21st. But God had other things planned, and they canceled the tour. Now, I don't know if you paid attention to it because you was out of the country.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Well, yeah, so Mace is implying that Diddy was the one behind it. And, you know, it's funny because Diddy came on Hot 97 and he was basically calling people out for slandering his name and saying that, you know, he stole from them, he did this, he did that to him. And he's like, yo, he want people to show the receipts. Like, yo, show me the receipts. So Mace been going back and forth with him on social media like, listen, man, you want people to show you receipts. Biggie's dead. He can't show you no receipts. Craig Mack is dead. He can't show you no receipts. Black Rob, he's dead. He can't show you no receipts. And everybody else that's still alive, you made them sign non-disclosure agreements to where they can't speak about anything. You know what I mean? Yo, Mace was going in.
Yeah.
He was going in. He was going hard. You know what I'm saying? Word, man. Yo, shout out to Psych, man. He said, tell JOJ what's good.
Psych, what up, good?
Word,
what up,
man.
God?
Word up, man. So
Psych be doing his thing on Instagram. I'll be watching.
Shout out
I
to
be
Psych.
seeing you, Psych.
Yeah, hell yeah. Psych is out there, man. That's my guy, man.
Sing these little R&B songs and stuff.
Psych out there singing R&B. When Psych coming to town, Psych got to pull up. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Word. But back to that Mace situation with Diddy. You know, Puff was basically like, yo, people going to show receipts. Mace rebuttal back like people that could show receipts is dead. The ones that can't show the receipts is the ones that's not here right now, or you made them sign non-disclosure agreements. G-Dep is in jail. Loon, he ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean? And who else? Who else was down? Mary ain't saying that. Mary was good. But other than that, nobody else can show receipts. And then he also put out a little dirty secret that everything is in Diddy's mom's name.
Oh, wow.
Word.
I didn't know that.
So he went real deep, which kind of probably ties into why maybe Puff had something to do with this concert being shut down. But let's dig a little deeper into that. Do you think, like, just hearing this story, do you think that Puff would shut down a concert featuring Mace, Jadakiss, and Cameron?
Yeah, why not?
Why? What does he get out of it?
That power, man. Just having that power alone, man. Just to flex your muscles, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has some nerve talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how this is gonna work right now. You know what I mean? Shut down your money, everything.
Now, Mace did say that, you know, Puff approached him about coming on stage, having a fake apology, and all of this other stuff to promote Puff's new song. He got a new album coming out, new group, and he kind of wanted to get some burn on their tour, which their tour was in 7 cities, by the way. It was supposed to be. Now, let's break it down now, because you saying that you think that Puff would do something like that. Let's really break it down. And shout out to my brother, Superstar J. I had a long conversation with him about this, man, and he kind of opened my eyes to some things that made me look at these things that we're about to get into, right? So it was 7 cities. First city was Bridgeport, Connecticut. Now, you've been to Bridgeport before.
Yeah.
Bridgeport is straight hard.
Yeah.
Bridgeport, Connecticut. Philadelphia, PA. Gutter, another hood. Then you had Elmont, New York, UBS Arena. That's on the 21st. Then you had Pittsburgh, PA, on October the 23rd. Then you're going on down to Norfolk, Virginia, another hood.
Yeah.
October 27th. Then you rounding out the tail end of the concert in Augusta, Georgia, and Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now, with those cities that I just mentioned, which one of those is like a huge, big city where you're going to really get a big turnout?
You got to say them again.
All right, so Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yeah.
Non-cypher. Philadelphia, PA. You might. Yeah. Depending on where you have it at. Okay. Elmont, New York. UBS Arena. It's not like the Garden. It's not like Barclays. It's the UBS Arena in Elmont, New York. Pittsburgh, PA. You been to Pittsburgh before?
Yeah, I've been to Pittsburgh.
Oh. Well, you know, is that a city where you think, man, people gonna come out to see Jadakiss, Cameron, and Mace?
Nah.
Norfolk, Virginia.
Out of those, I think New York and
Norfolk, Virginia, Augusta, Georgia, and Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fort Lauderdale too, maybe.
Fort Lauderdale too?
Maybe.
No,
Connecticut and New York is definitely the top 2.
Bridgeport?
How far is Bridgeport? That's close to Boston?
Bridgeport is close to the city. Bridgeport is like
that's what I'm saying.
45 minutes outside the city.
So Yonkers, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be bananas.
Yeah, so now, just looking at those cities alone, you got to look at it like, damn, was they really shooting for the stars with those cities?
You can't really shoot for the stars like that, though. I mean,
all right, let's go.
You gotta be humble with it. You can't be too crazy. You don't want to shoot for the Garden, and then you ain't pack out the Garden, and then maybe they don't even have the money. I don't even know how it works with the money wise. You know what I'm saying? To get the event too.
That's another factor too.
Politics too. So you gotta take whatever you can get. You know what I mean?
That's another factor too. Like the size of the venue and the promoter.
Yeah.
Now, let's look at why the tour could have possibly really been canceled. Like you said earlier, can they sell out an arena?
Yeah.
Let's look at the followers. Like your fan base is everything. Now, remember, Mace been out of the mix for a very, very, very long time. If you look at Mace's social media, right? How many followers do you think Mace has?
He probably got 100,000, a couple 100,000 or something like that. No?
So you're right. You're right. 340,000.
Okay.
Now, Remember, everybody measures everything by social media now. You ain't got no followers, you ain't popping, this, that, and the third. And for him as a celebrity, anything less than an M is unacceptable. Now your mic is off, Jay. Anything less than an M is unacceptable. Mace has 340,000 Instagram followers. Next, we look at Cameron. Cameron, okay, I hear the music. All right, we got you. I hear you. So now, Cameron, he has 2.5 million followers.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's a hell of a fan base.
Yeah.
Now, that'll draw people to a venue that you got. Mace 340,000. If you look at that, out of those 340,000, how many of them is diehard Mace fans? You narrowing it down to what, maybe 10, 20,000. And then those people is probably spread all around.
Yeah.
And most of his fans is probably women. Cameron, on the other hand, 2.5 million. He doesn't have the ladies as his fan base. Cam got the hood as his fan base. So that mix right there, that ain't gonna really draw too many people. And then now you add Jadakiss into the mix. How many followers you think Kiss got?
Jada, I don't think he got a mil, but he probably got half a mil.
Nah,
he got a mil?
Way off. Jada got 3.2 million followers.
Oh, 3.2.
3.2 million.
Sorry, Jada. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Jada. JOJ didn't mean that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely should have more than Cameron there.
Yes, he has more than Cameron, and he has more than Mace.
Yeah.
So obviously, he's more of the guy that would probably headline this tour of the three of them, because he had more success. Well, who would you say had more success, him or Cameron, and individually, rap-wise?
Individually, Cameron, I would say maybe has the more success. No, definitely no, Jada, because he started before him.
Jada did start before Cameron.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. So,
well, you know what? Commercial success. Yes, Jada. Yeah. Who had the biggest singles? Cameron,
definitely.
But Jada had the most success individually. Like, look, they just put out another Knicks commercial.
Oh, he did?
With him, Styles, and Sheik again in the Garden. So he's becoming a household name in the sports world now. He got his own podcast. He's still putting out music. And shout out to Styles P, man. Styles P is hanging up his solo career, by the way. You know what I mean?
He is?
Yeah, Styles said that he's going to hang up his solo career, and he's only going to focus on everything locks related. And he's stepping away from his Juices for Life business as well.
Oh, he is too?
Yeah, because he said that he felt like he was cheating the owners. Like he wasn't really involved in the business the way that he should be.
Okay.
So he felt like he was doing too much, and he just had to step back, focus on family, focus on the lock stuff, and keep it moving.
So he's not going to drop another album? That's it? He just quit like that?
Yeah, it sounded like he's just quitting as far as solo albums are concerned, but he's gonna continue on with his group albums with the locks.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but no more solo projects. But so just looking at them combined, that's about 6,000, almost 6 million people. Now looking at those cities, like I said, Bridgeport is sketchy. I mean, I don't know if they really fill in arenas like that. I think that it was more so about the fact that they couldn't fill arenas than Diddy being the culprit behind them blocking their money. I don't know.
Nah, I think they would have sold out.
You think so?
They would have sold out everywhere. They would at least almost just about to capacity. Yeah, I think so. You know, I just think that Puffy, you know.
You really think Puff has something to do with that?
Something to do with that, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're giving Puff a lot of credit there, man.
Man, they blackball people in the industry all the time.
So,
they do it all the time. Once you got that power, it's like you can do anything you want, man. Like, you know what I mean? Don't cross me.
So now that you say blackball, do you think in today's era, you can really be blackballed?
Nah, not as far as like putting out music and stuff like that. Maybe getting into the industry, but not. You can't stop the momentum once you build it, like on YouTube and stuff like that. You can't stop the momentum.
That's it. They changed that with the algorithm now, where it's hard for you to go viral now. You know what I mean? But that's crazy. But as long as you got the internet, nobody can stop you from doing anything. You know what I mean? I don't think. You know what I mean? As long as you got a little bit of money to fund whatever it is you want to do on the internet, they can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But after breaking down the whole scenario with Mace and Diddy, do you think that Do you think that Mace was right for the way that he went at Diddy coming back into the game?
Hell to the nah. I mean, it'll definitely spark up some interest. You know what I'm saying? That's something to do. You know, come at that Diddy. You know what I'm saying, to get his name back up. But that's not the way. To me, that's not the way to do it though. Like, you know what I mean? Because especially somebody with power like that, you don't want to get them upset, man. You don't want to do that.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact. You know what I'm saying? And I guess Mace felt itself because he made some of the biggest music Bad Boy has ever had when he was there.
Yeah.
More Money, More Problems. Can't Hold Me Down. I mean, was that joint with him and Puff? Can't Hold Me Down.
Yeah.
Where they remixed the message. Like, those was like some tremendous, huge records. You know what I mean? Gigantic. Like, so I think that, he had the right, or he felt like he could come at Puff that way. And shout out to Jessica Grandy. She said, no one man should have all of that power, in my yay voice. It's true, but, Jay has that power. Puff, to a degree, has that power. And I think that's it. Dr. Dre, too. But you don't really hear Dre.
50 got that power.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
He blackballed his son.
That's his son. I mean,
when his son was trying to get in the industry, they deaded. Like, I forgot what happened, but he kind of. I know 50 deaded that, man.
Word.
Yeah, because they was trying to make a reality show. His wife was trying to make like a reality show and stuff like that.
And he blocked it.
He blocked it. Yeah.
Oh, that's why Marquise mentioned that, man. And you know what, man? I think that they're on the road to rekindling their bond. Like he said the other day, Fifth acknowledged him on his birthday on social media. Even though he was clowning him about the 6,700, he still mentioned his name, showed him in a promotional video, and talked about him on his birthday. And it looked like when Marquise was younger, Fifth was kind of teaching him how to get to the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He went to private school. He's not dumb. You know what I mean? He taught him some things. I mean, I heard about the sneaker story where he had tried to get him to own his own sneaker store, online sneaker store, but Marquise didn't have any real interest in it. But it seems like he got a decent head on his shoulder. He's not dumb, and he looks like he's another 50. Like,
he's
clown people,
he's
splitting image of his father, same attitude, same character, but he's just a Libra with it. You know what I mean? But I hope that they rekindle their friendship. I mean, their bond as father and son, man, because no father wants to go at it with their son, especially in the public light.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they just using this all as a publicity stunt.
I was thinking that too.
Stunt. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's starting to look like.
Yeah.
And he born just like, yo, you know what? I'm bring my son into the fold. Like, what do you think? I'm gonna really shit on my firstborn. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that. But
it's kind of time for Marquise too.
It is. You know what I'm saying? Like Fifth said, he's 25 years old now. Stop talking about child support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, you're a grown man now. You know what I mean? So the other thing is, where you say that Puff could have had a hand in pulling the plug on this is with Jadakiss. Because when Puff came on Power 105.1 on the Breakfast Club, he said that he's going to have a documentary where guys like the Lox is going to help him clear his name with everybody as far as showing receipts and telling the real story behind a lot of these artists. So now with that being said, Jada was the main headline of this tour, which we all know he came up under Puff. And Puff cleared the rumor like, yo, I never held the Lox against their will. And you know, and remember the Lox quickly shut all of that down after they settled their differences with Puff. You never heard them talk bad about him again. They still did music with him. And they even credited him for smashing Dipset in their battle. Like crediting Puff for the preparation that he had them do when they was on the Bad Boy label. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I think on that aspect, Puff probably had a little influence. Like, yo, Jada, yo, Kiss, nah, man. Don't deal with that dude. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Jada pulled out. Because the only one talking after the cancellation was Mace.
Yeah.
And when it was canceled, they put out a single. You got it?
Oh, no, I ain't even down.
All right, so we're going to take a listen to this single. And you tell me What do you think about it? And do they really have a chance to go on tour after all of this is said and done and sell some records?
Okay.
Check it out. Woo, woo. Woo.
Y'all ready?
Shout out to Cameron. Shout out to Jada. Shout out to Mace.
Still moving reckless. I snatch you right out your Lexus. I'm moving blocks like it's Tetris. 100,000 by breakfast. Praying the Lord protect us. God bless us. God bless we make a profit. The coppers, they want to stop it. The DA, he trying to knock it. He passing the judge the docket. Surveillance, they show me cop it. Then pulling off in the rocket. Smiling. Think they got it to sell. They will not just lock it. The case, they should have just dropped it. The jury all in my pocket, baby. Whoa, God, like Humphrey. In New York, I'm a monster. In Malibu, I be comfy. I be finding it funny the way I'm doing these dummies. Cause I was moving like Bumpy when y'all was doing the hump. SUVs for the speed bumps. Champagne for the days that I dinner was free lunch. When I wore an outfit, took it back, got a refund. Now what's happening? Yeah, rerun. It's me, boo.
Yeah, don't let these get the best of you. I need every penny, so I'm bagging up the residue. Tell them no, then they gon' get quiet and think less of you. But I was rolling loud way before there was a festival. Don't overreact, that's them broke testing you. They don't even ask how many with us, they just let us through. Live or die, sooner or later, what you expect to do. Still alive, but you brain dead, you a vegetable. For now, all I have is my word and my testicles. Cartier bracelets, the watch and the spectacles. Money does a lot, but nowhere near what respect could do. Playing man, just know who you guarding and who checking you. Move around with a couple nines and a tech or two. Long kiss goodnight, just imagine what a pet could do. Yeah, and now word from our sponsors. Mace, Killer, and Kiss, the three-headed monster.
Now you know you TED talking with a guru. Yeah. I stay sticking dogs like I'm voodoo. Shimon. Fresh off a jet, Honolulu with your boo-boo. Talk spicy, let them soup you out, knock a half of your noodle. Yeah, Coachella closing with the yellow rover. If we ain't beefing over bras, what's the hell is over? I roll this nice ting with the coldest I've seen. Yeah, like COVID. Hole is 19, yeah. Fire truck lift him up if he do not give it up. Young bull with the nick like Tom Thibodeau. Shot hit the windshield, rip through the tibia. This type of nigga make the day room Lydia. Cops watch like a cocaine conspirator. Name one Whittier, more Fox than Vivica. Shot hot chlamydia, get top, no trivia. Get slop, no Nivea. Wrong move on Mason, your bag be I bank large, yeah. Take charge like I was the next kingpin distributor, yeah. You riding, scream giddy up, ducking all the DEA, ATF particulars. I'm like a faded waves, wearing Cardi's in jail, like I graduated from jailhouse curriculum. Even sporting new now, never get slick with them. Murder and killer, we did it bigger than Rich and them. Yeah.
Starting today, and from now on, I shall call you MA $€E because
He said, starting today, I will now call you Mace $€E. Now, after hearing that, Jay, what do you think about that single? Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
It started off kind of slow, but it picked up to me. You know what I'm saying? I kind of liked it. You know what I mean?
I liked it too.
Yeah,
I can't front. So, what did you think about Mace's version? We already know Cam and Jada was still in the game, but Mace was a little rusty.
Yeah.
What did you think about his version of that song?
It sounded like he was a little rusty. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really, he ain't really impressed me with that one. That's why I said it started off kind of slow.
Yeah.
And then, when Jada got on, it was like, all right, you back into the flow. And then who was at the end? That was
Mace.
That was Mace at the end?
That was Mace at the end. It was Cam that set it off.
Oh, yeah.
Jada kissed, and then Mace cleaned it up. His voice just sounded different.
Yeah, that threw me off. I thought that was
somebody else.
Yeah.
You ain't know who it was.
Yeah, I ain't know who it was.
You didn't think it was Mace, right?
Nah.
He had to blend in like a chameleon because everybody else was gruddy and grungy, and he ain't want to come on there sounding pretty. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't like that style there, man. He get a definite thumbs down.
Yeah.
He did.
So
He
now,
definitely get a.
and shout out to everybody out there checking in. Shout out to my brother Bryce Beasy. Shout out to everybody that stole the flame signs from Mace. Uh-oh. He said that he sound like Yachty's pops. Yo, chill. They out of control out there in TV land. But
he set himself up for that one.
he set himself up. But let's ask an honest question. Now, after hearing them do this one joint together, do you think that whole tour was a sham just to get people to pay attention to them to release some new music?
Nah, I don't think it was a sham. I think they definitely was trying to get some money, you know?
But this is the thing. Remember, that just came out of nowhere. It came out of the blue. Like all of a sudden after the Nas concert, the New York State of Mind tour, all of a sudden they just come out with a Jadakiss, Cameron, and Mace to the point where nobody really caught on to it. Like, yo, what? And even thought about it like, yo, these three is actually about to do a tour together. Like, nobody even asked, like, yo, where has Mace been?
Yeah.
To come back and just automatically demand a crowd for a tour. Like, think about that.
Yeah.
Like, where has he come from to say, let me demand this crowd of people to come and see me perform? He was just in churches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so to me, now I'm looking at it from the outside in. Maybe they use that as a promotional stunt. Because like I
with
said,
Diddy too, you think?
It could be with Diddy too. I think that would be, I think so. Like I said in the beginning of the show, rap is starting to become WWE, man.
You're right about that.
You don't know what's real no more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as we talking and as we're listening and looking at this situation, maybe they did it as a promotional ploy to show that they making music. Because now they doing commercials, they doing Instagram posts, they doing all this stuff, showing them together as a group.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So maybe this whole thing was to kind of promote them, to build the buzz, to say, all right, if people is feeling these singles, then we go on tour.
Yeah.
It only makes sense. Because, like, again,
why cancel though? Like,
I mean, but
they
Jay,
cancel it. Oh.
But Jay,
Yeah.
Let's look at the cities again. Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yeah.
It's grungy. Like, the only people that's going to come out there is the hood, and the hood ain't really got no money right now to be spending to watch a washed-up Mace. Like, what chicks from Bridgeport, Connecticut is coming to see Mace?
Yeah.
Think about it. His fan base was a lot of women.
But you got Cameron and Jada. It's not really, you got to
But
look
how
at the
does
whole
Mace
thing.
fit in that?
He'll fit in there somewhere if he go first.
Children of the Corn, Mace.
If he go first, yeah, he got to be the first one while people walking in. You know what I'm saying? He's still rapping.
Yeah.
Everybody's good. You know what I mean? Then Cameron, then end it off with Jada. That's a good night. That's a good night.
I hope. But again, let's look at the cities one more time. Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Elmont, New York.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Norfolk, Virginia. Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah.
And Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Why not Miami? Why not
nah, you ain't
Tampa Bay?
You ain't gonna pop off like that in
Miami?
Yeah.
Why not?
That's more of a younger type of, you know what I'm saying, younger type of energy.
But that's where the money is, the younger people.
They're not gonna go to that concert though.
Fort Lauderdale, though?
They're not going to that concert.
Oh my God. Augusta, Georgia?
Unless Little Yachty or somebody's in there or something.
Why not Atlanta, Georgia?
That's true. I don't know about
This
that.
is what I'm saying. Why Augusta and not Atlanta?
But Augusta's not that far from Atlanta though. It's like
Yes.
what? It's probably like an hour drive or something.
Why Norfolk, Virginia? And not like not Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, somewhere, Richmond, Virginia.
I mean, because you can't. Then again, you can't shoot big too because they not A-list, so you can't really shoot big like that too.
They not A-list.
They're not A-list. Nah. They're not Garden. That's not Garden type of. Yeah.
Jada's not Garden after everybody said Jada's
the Garden. But Cameron and Mace, like
Yeah.
Mace, you know what I mean? Like you said, Mace is bringing them down. So you got to go around the hood. You know what I mean? You got to do in the suburbs.
I mean, but nothing on that list of suburbs except for Elmont. Everything else is gonna. Maybe Augusta, Georgia, and
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, but everything else.
Virginia, Norfolk. What about Norfolk? I don't know about Norfolk.
Norfolk, all I know in Norfolk is a lot of drugs in Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? No ratting. You know what I'm saying?
So they got money for the tickets.
They got money for the tickets, probably. But Fort Lauderdale is where a lot of people that retire go to live.
But it's still, that's what I mean. But it's still near like Miami, so people from Miami can go there.
It's fair enough.
That's why I say like Augusta is close to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to JOJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to JOJ. You're right, man. So, one more topic before we go into the mini mix, man, is do you think that Mace will have a successful comeback after hearing what you just heard?
Not sounding like that.
Not sounding like that.
Not sounding like that. You sound like one of these new rappers trying to. I don't know what he sound like, man.
Yeah, he sound crazy.
I gotta hear that again too, man. Cause that you wanna play it again?
All right, you wanna play it again?
Yeah,
we gonna
play
play
it
one
one
more
time,
time.
man.
All right, we're gonna play it one more time.
I didn't even know it was him. I gotta listen to it now.
We're gonna play it one more time. Once again, this is Cameron, Mace, and Jadakiss. It's called GLH. This is off their project that's untitled, but this is the single that they let off with. Check it out.
Let's go.
It's more money now. 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 More money now.
Woo, woo. Woo. Uh-oh. Y'all ready? Yeah. Here we go. Still moving reckless. I snatch you right out your Lexus. I'm moving blocks like it's Tetris. 100,000 by breakfast. Praying the Lord protect us. God bless us. God bless. We make a profit. The coppers, they want to stop it. The DA, he trying to knock it. He passing the judge the docket. Surveillance, they show me cop it. Then pulling off in the rocket, smiling. Think they got it to sell. They will not just lock it. The case, they should have just dropped it. The jury all in my pocket, baby. Whoa, God, like Humphrey. In New York, I'm a monster. In Malibu, I be comfy. I be finding it funny the way I'm doing these dummies. Cause I was moving like Bumpy when y'all was doing the hump. SUVs for the speed bumps. Champagne for the days that I dinner was free lunch. When I wore an outfit, took it back, got a refund. Now what's happening? Yeah, rerun. It's me, boo.
Yeah, don't let these get the best of you. I need every penny, so I'm bagging up the residue. Tell them no, then they gon' get quiet and think less of you. But I was rolling loud way before there was a festival. Don't overreact, that's them broke testing you. They don't even ask how many with us, they just let us through. Live or die, sooner or later, what you expect to do. Still alive, but you brain dead, you a vegetable. For now, all I have is my word and my testicles. Cartier bracelets, the watch and the spectacles. Money does a lot, but nowhere near what respect could do. Playing man, just know who you guarding and who checking you. Move around with a couple nines and a tech or two. Long kiss goodnight, just imagine what a pet could do. Yeah, and now word from our sponsors. Mace, Killer, and Kiss, the three-headed monster.
Now you know you Ted talking with a guru. Yeah. I stay sticking dogs like I'm voodoo. Shimon. Fresh off a jet, Honolulu with your boo-boo. Talk spicy, let them soup you out, knock a half of your noodle. Yeah, Coachella closing with the yellow rover. If we ain't beefing over bras, what's the hell is over? I roll this nice ting with the coldest I've seen. Yep, like COVID. Hole is 19, yeah. Fire truck lift him up if he do not give it up. Young bull with the nick like Tom Thibodeau.
Uh-oh, shout out to Mace.
Rip through the tibia. This
You like that part,
to
right?
make the day room Lydia. Cops watch like a cocaine conspirator. Name one Whittier, more Fox than Vivica. Shot hot chlamydia, get top, no trivia, get slop, no Nivea. Wrong move on Mason, your bag be I bank large, yeah. Take charge like I was the next kingpin distributor, yeah. You riding, scream giddy up, ducking all the DEA, ATF particulars. I'm like a faded waves, wearing Cardi's in jail, like I graduated from jailhouse curriculum. Even Important new now, never get slick with them. Murder and killer, we did it bigger than Rich and them. Yeah.
Starting today, and from now on, I shall call you $MA$, €E.
All right,
So,
it's starting to grow on me now.
It's starting to grow on you, right?
Grow on me now,
yeah,
right?
yeah, let me tell you something, man. The only thing with Mace, it sounds like he's trying to find himself or find his footing back in the game because his flow was a little rusty, but the beat was hard. You know what I'm saying? And Jada and Jada and Cameron kind of carried the song, and it wasn't bad. And shout out to everybody out there that's hating. Shout out to Malik.
We got a phone.
Oh, we got a caller. Oh, God. Here we go. And it begins. The Oddcast on Bars and Hoops Radio. Who's this?
What up? This 3D was popping.
3D, what's good, bro? Let's talk about it. What's up with it?
Oh, man, I don't know. Mace saying, he sound rusty, man.
He sound rusty.
The bars is there. You hear the bars or whatever, but, Kim and Kiss, they've been active, so they in the right pocket and all that. I like the track, but
the track is
Mace
nuts.
is like Mace sound a little rusty, man.
Exactly.
He sound a little rusty. Like he needed some, and it don't sound mixed. Like it sound like they did that on a bus or something. It don't sound. I mean, the vocals don't sound too great. You know what I mean?
So 3D, what about his voice? Do you think his voice, he need to go back to his regular voice or like keep it the way he got it?
Nah, I just think that it wasn't done. I don't think it was recorded high quality. I just think that they just, you know what I'm saying? Like they flew those vocals in, man. That's the way it sounded to me.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? An engineer would have got him right. Like double that, do that, take this off. You know what I mean? It don't sound that way.
Shout out to 3, man. So 3, now, you think that this was really a filler for them to kind of get right before they can go out on a tour? Because that's what it seemed like to me now. Because that whole thing came out of the blue, out of nowhere.
You could be right. You could be right on that front. Where like, I think they did it wrong. They should have put a record or two out, similar to what Jim Jones and Mano did. Yes. And then, you know what I mean, announced the date. And I wouldn't have announced the whole 15-city tour. I would have had like maybe 4 dates. Like I would have went to New York, Philly, Connecticut, somewhere else. And then the momentum of those shows, you add more dates. You know what I mean? I think they went straight to arenas like they thought it was going to go. Ooh. And I don't think, people our age who that's their fan base really is dying to see that. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. I was ready to go to
Elmont. We different because we pure hip hop, but you still need some youthfulness, people that go out. You got some people that's married, got kids, they not really trying to go out. You know what I mean? Fact. To a concert like that. You gotta be a concert goer to really want to go to a concert.
That's a fact. That's
you know what I mean? Or it gotta move you. It's a reason why legendary acts, you be like, damn, why they never come to New Jersey, New York? Like New Edition don't even come this way like that. Because they don't, the tickets don't move.
Wow. You know what? I ain't never, you never seen a New Edition tour in New York. That's
the tickets don't move.
Yeah.
Wow.
They be like in New Orleans and they go to LA more. They don't, Yeah. I know that because I pay attention to that because, and I just noticed they never come this way. And somebody told me like they don't sell out there. So
that makes sense now.
LA's where it's at on concerts on the low too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, LA people pull up. You're gonna have celebrities pull up for your show in LA. But that's why I was looking at the tours, man. Like, look at the cities. Bridgeport, Connecticut. Like, come on, fam. Fort Lauderdale. I mean, yes, it's close to Miami, but Fort Lauderdale, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, I don't know where they got that from.
3, you saw them cities?
Yeah, I saw the cities, and I thought that was, they at least felt it out. Where it's like, okay, this is where y'all get y'all most action at. We gotta remember, Mace ain't been out in a minute.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Cam ain't been touring ridiculously. Jada been in and out, so I didn't understand. I was excited about it. I was definitely gonna go to the show, but I just think that they jumped the gun, and once the promoters seen that those tickets wasn't moving, as fast as they want to. They had to pull a plug on it and
Facts.
said, let's try this at a later date. I think that's what really. I don't think Diddy would, put himself out there and say, can that shit because it's ruining other relationships. You stopping other people's bag now.
Facts. That's a whole fact.
Or for personal you got with you and me.
Shout out
I was
to
about
3.
to ask him that too.
Shout out to 3. Word up, man. That's what it is, man. Word. So 3, man, what you think about this NBA season coming up, man? Looking at the preseason so far. I know you a big basketball head, man, and I know you paying attention to what's going on.
Lakers gonna take it.
Lakers ain't taking nothing but a seat in the West. Word up. You know what I mean? Word. Who you like so far, 3?
I don't really have no front runner right now, man. I just think the West is a monster. I think it's gonna come down to seeding. Where you seated at, you know what I'm saying? I think Golden State should be favored. I think a lot of teams is going. I like New Orleans. I think they can make a jump and definitely get in the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't really know, man. Like when the NBA season come around, I don't really ever like choose a team. I just want to see competitive basketball, but I never really judge it until we get to after the Christmas games and we're heading into January.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's when I think it gets real interesting. I think the first 2 months of the season, a team could jump out, but that's probably not really who they are. It's like, I'm just interested to see the new guys, and I'm interested to see who steps it up this year, who's going to take that leap. You know what I'm saying? Interested to see Zion. You know what I mean? So that's really it. I just think that the West is a monster.
So let me ask you
this. I think the West is loaded.
You're a point guard. You know what I mean? You're a point guard. Now, did you watch any of the Knicks games so far?
Yeah, I caught one.
So what do you think about the addition of Jalen Brunson?
I think Jalen is going to be solid. I just don't think the Knicks have enough to really make some noise, but I think he's going to be a good addition because the way that they play and the way they like to play, I just don't really know about left-hand point guard and 2 left-handed wings. And I don't know who they running the offense through. Like, are you still running it through Randall or are we featuring RJ Barrett more? Like, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to 3.
I just don't know, man. I mean, I think they're gonna be tough. I don't see them in the playoffs, so I'm just being honest.
Oh,
the Knicks.
Honest,
I think Toppin.
I don't see them.
What do you think about Toppin? Toppin look all right.
Yeah, Toppin looking good so far. He looked
Toppin potential is right there. It's there. You know what I mean? It's there, but knowing the Knicks, you never, they might move him.
Yo, 3, man. You my guy, man. You my guy, 3.
They might move him, man. They might move him. But, we'll see. I don't know. I hopefully the Knicks, you know what I mean, rig the draft so the Knicks can get the big French guy, Wembanyama.
Oh, yeah, he's a problem. Yeah, he's different.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's different.
So.
7'6". He's 7'6".
I think any team that get off to like the Knicks, like those middle ground teams, if they get off to a bad start, I think it's a fire sale when they pack it in because everybody gonna be trying to tank to the bottom to get this kid.
Yeah, because he's a problem. Yeah, he's a problem.
Yeah, and I think it's about that time that they blessed New York, the city of New York. They ain't blessed us since Pat. I think they're gonna bless us.
Well, 3, I hope you right, kid. I hope you right, King. For real, man. Word, man. But shout out to you on the check-in, man. Word up, man.
No doubt. Always gonna support. No doubt.
Appreciate you, bro. Word up, man. For real, man. But we definitely gonna get you back up in here, man. We gonna talk some more sports with you, man. Next time you come up here, man. But we appreciate the call tonight, bro.
All right, one.
ID. So on that note, man, we're going to take it to a DJ JOJ spin cycle. You know what I mean? Don't forget the number to call in is 516-206-0711. The Oddcast. Check in with us.
Jesse and the L. I'm a brother killer K. Style wrecking the world. Yeah, no doubt, green eyes, one love. PLO style, pull the monks with the Al. PLO style, pull the monks with the Al. PLO style, pull the monks with the Al. PLO style, style. They from
the ruckus, the motherfucking ruckus. Thousands of cutthroats and crumb snatching. Straight from the brain, I be giving you the pain. Anger coming from the 36 chamber. Bang, the cow, hitting with the Buddha fist style. Shotgun slamming in your chest piece, plow. Frame gets blown all over the terrain. Like a man without no arms, you can't hang. Time for a change of the guard. You've been arrested for lyric fraud, now you hard. For real, check it. I pull strings like B.B. King on guitar. I'm the true fist of the North Star.
Oh, what a tangle web we weave. When first we practice, truth it seems, guns we swinging. Running with my clan, we be sticking whatever. My sweet family stays together, representing what I invent. Killer Hill resident, rest in peace to my 2 cents. The street life is the only life I know. I live by the cold style, it's mad PLO. Iranian thoughts are covered like an Arabian. Grab it on the spot and put a 9 to his cranium.
Satisfaction, won't be lasting more.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. See how this yo to be the best, y'all. Best, y'all. 5 slam from east to west, y'all. Best, y'all. Pound straight through your bubble vest, y'all. Best, y'all. And your chest, y'all.
Like a rumba, the rain, gun clap a number. One on the set, man, I cut you like lumber. Still play the back in my thunder gear, down to my underwear. Make all your motherfuckers wonder where I come from. Cause motherfuck Dapper Dan, I'm a gun clapper fan. Plus I run rappers mad. Fat 5 mad live, blow up the spot. Drew high gets the paper, black moon still gets the prize.
Hey yo, next to snap a neck, be big R-O-C-K. Send MCs to me and squad to 3. Say rockin' this monster as he for really can be. See him in action as he transform that man's me. Enemies ain't caught him, ain't no welcome back in my home. Knots get blown like quarter slots and pay phones. Phone home or return like Jedi. I bet I can without lie give your stupid ass the red
And
eye.
I like niggas who can't see past a little bit of light. They come test a champion, you're gonna die tonight. And 6 feet deep is where you sleep. Eternally resting in peace, you feel relief. Now big up to all my true heads in the east. Stalking the block, not leaving the house without the yak. You best to believe that Fat 5 got my back. Like that.
Like that.
I control the masses with metaphors that's massive. Don't ask if the nigga rucker bash it like ashes. I'm drastic. When it comes to verbs, I be flipping. Cause herbs just be shitting off the words I be kicking. I scold you. Double-headed sword for the petty, but I told you. Bitch niggas that heads ain't ready. Now I mold you. Back to the bitch that you are. Fucking with the ruckus, get bruised, battered and scarred.
Guess who? Pump, jump, your brain just blew. It's the original gun clapper too. Rushing through 3 on 3, you can't see we cause we stay tight and not too many niggas wanna fight. Some nigga wear a nigga in the cipher of the camp. Just got amping, so I took him out for a dance. Bigger triggers falling down like the bridges of London, but ain't too many niggas running.
Yes, y'all.
Yes, y'all.
OPC help this yo to be the best, y'all.
Best, y'all.
5 slam from east to west, y'all.
Best, y'all.
Pound straight through your bubble vest, y'all.
Best,
And shake
y'all.
your chest, y'all.
Best,
Hey, yo,
y'all.
why, yo, why?
Harlem Underworld.
That's right. The spin cycle, man. It's only popping, man. JOJ, I'm back, man. Come on, let's go. Hey.
From 100 Street to 200 Street.
What you say, Black Rob?
Just got me sitting on the roof. I drink on stove, less than 100 proof. Hand on toes, about to roast. Some kids who flash like they assassins. Pick up my dough and BK, this honey passion. Got the spot on lock, taking flicks around the corner. She made it where this spot ain't hot like a potato. She got 5-0 on the payroll, they slipping yayo. I don't know what to say, yo, there they go. In front of the stove, dressed in black shit. Tell by they demeanor, they be hustling backwards, fuck them. Came to do one thing, assassinate them, that's it, that's all. Solo, single, no more, no less. Shots rang, yo. Money caught, one in his Kango. DOA, I just man made this run for the door. Caught him. In the gator shoes, this girl probably bought him too bad. Black ain't get the chance to extort him. Cause niggas like that don't deserve to live. Word to me, and we ain't got no love to give. For these drop shots who wanna be down, wanna be clowns, get fair ones. I like all that good shit saying, and I dare you.
I dare you to come against me. I dare you to defeat me. I dare you to come for me. Walk with me. American made. My country, shit it on me. She wants to get rid of me. Never. Cause the things I see. We know too
much.
The things I see.
We seen too much.
My country shit it on me. She wants to get rid of me.
Never.
Cause the things I see.
We know too much.
The things I see.
We seen
Hey,
too
it was
much.
packed on this righteous bus. The tightest cuffs is holding me shackled. The life of a thug, caught in the devil's lasso. On the streets, I was invincible. Cowards were ducking a glimpse if they knew what my pistol would do. A fucking killer. Mother's a dope fiend, embarrassing me. All in front of my friends in the street, smile with no teeth. I never knew daddy. Heard he had a 72 caddy. Died in the robbery. Can't remember him. Was probably 3. Why did my folks just die in this society? Why wasn't I a child of a doctor who left stocks for me? 2 little brothers, 2 sisters. Them shorties got to eat. Mother's a junkie. She twisted, so all they got is me. I'm the provider with goals to do much better than my father, whether through drugs, souls, or holding revolvers. Blurry visions of dad holding me high. It comes to me slowly, the words he would cry.
My country shit it on me. She wants to get rid of me.
Never.
Cause the things I see.
We know too much.
The things I see.
We seen too much.
My country shit it on me. She wants to get rid of me.
Never.
Cause the things I see.
We know too much.
The things I see.
Ain't no click like the one I'm with. The trauma gets thick, it's the guns I'll get. Genuine niggas is running this shit. You ain't reppin' where you from instead. We get dough everywhere we go. It's killing them slow just to hear me blow. Genuine niggas.
That's right, the spin cycle right now.
You ain't reppin' where you from instead.
Let's go.
I know you done seen me. Who your stadium on TV. With 380 on the EV. I ski babies on your breezy. And I ain't stopping. Only Jacob could freeze me. Freeze me and it's Papa gone. We got guns like Papa on. I put a ring on their finger, but the rest still asking. I just wanna know the mind. I'm the rap Bill Jackson. And I built the rep for murdering every hood kid. You say Big Mike, admitted the kid type. And you ain't even put up a fight. So it's back to the amateurs, rapping your sandwiches. I'm hot now, so the rats wanna stand with us. They hop in the van with us and clap on cameras. I hit the clubs, now I'm back on Canada's amongst weed smokers and crack floor gamblers. Ain't no click like the one I'm with. If the trauma gets thick, it's the guns I'll get. Genuine niggas is running this shit. You ain't reppin' where you from instead. We get dough everywhere we go. It's killing them slow just to hear me blow. Genuine niggas is
Why you make all around the world? Nigga, deal me. Oh, hey yo, my orange on this job. Nigga, smell me. Hey yo, white fur hoodie. Private elevator floors, double up to re-up. Make the shit amazing score. Yeah. Hey, yo, my mind never left New York or that Tri-Barrel Bridge, West Side Highway. Potholes in the mid. Yeah. I mean, this left frack on blade. Break like a rompe. Fuck a bitch, suck a dick. Tell a bitch, rotate. Yeah. I'm still alien style. Knees bent, militant. Yo, the world know. Noriega bust my shit. It go. Hey yo, I sit back, Gucci black slippers on, direct traffic, hand-to-hand sales, it kinda seem magic. Hey yo, black sneakers, black shirt, black hat, blue jeans, even when I daydream, I have black dreams. Hey yo, the hood never left me, I never leave the hood either. Industry perceivers solely became non-believers. Yeah. Stick to my guns like a stick of Kid Vicious. Not religious. Blow guns, fake tissue. Yeah, some niggas fight.
What it is? Tupac cut his head bald, then you wanna cut your head bald. Pussy nigga. Tupac wear bandana, you wanna wear bandana. Tupac put a cross on his back, you wanna put crosses on your back. Nigga, you ain't Tupac, this Tupac.
Money and women, the funny beginnings, tragic endings. I can make $1 million and still not get enough for spending. And since my life is based on sinning, I'm hell-bound. Rather be buried than be buried if in hell down. My game plan to be trained at military mind of a thug lord sitting in the cemetery crime. I've been lost since my adolescent, calling me Jesus. Rolling as a youngster, wondering if he sees this. Young black man, crack sales, got me 3 strikes, living in jail. This is hell and the knees. I wonder when we all pass. Is anybody listening? Got my hands on my semi-shot. Everybody switching, please, God, can you understand me? That's my family. God us all. Before we fall into insanity, I make it a point to make my beat bump and roll like drop some shit. Daddy, stupid bitches, dogs.
returns, it's all eyes on me. Yeah, you can hate it or love it, but that's what it's gonna be. You should've listened, I told you not to fuck with me. Now can you take the pressure, that's what we gon' see. This is a crime for mercy, I promise. My success will be the death. You lo and behold, you so, nigga, there's nothing left. Look in the mirror, ask yourself, who are you if you don't know who you are? How could your dreams come true, motherfucker? I sit back and watch. You pretended to be pop, you pretended to be hot, but you're not. I see it so clear, you can't take the pressure. You pussy, I want you not to press me. See me in chills, run up the spot. God made men the same, boy, but your heart ain't like mine. Impressed. They look at me like I'm a menace. I was playing with guns while your mama had your broke ass playing tennis. I'm a nightmare, you see me when you dream. Make you turn on your TV, see my ass again. You cowardly hard that you couldn't make it on your own. Fuck the sauce, I'm gonna cover a roll stone. To Machiavelli returns, it's all eyes on me. Yeah, you can hate it or love it, but that's what it's gonna be. Should've listened, I told you not to fuck with me.
Love a melanin, cause you look like you take when I'm stuck in it. 30 bottles of pursuit till I'm sentiment. I had the Lambo, switch to the Rory. I'm a gangster, but I like to party. Pop a perky, go retarded. I'm a Brooklyn nigga, I'm cold-hearted. That's why I like it back, yeah. Like Riri. Every time she see me, she wanna eat me. I saw like Justin Bieber, please believe.
Spink Cycle, man. We the Oddcast right now. Come on, let's go.
I can't
hey,
broke bitches, they be creepy. She be acting up, she always tryna leave me. But she a bad girl, and she freaky. I have her hanging off the wall like she mean me. I never hit a bitch more than once, cause they be leeches. But her pussy good, it tastes like peaches. But she can have it, I don't need it. I'd rather have my money green like kiwi. I don't talk to niggas, cause they be capping. Disrespect me, and see what happen. I don't make a call for war, start snapping. Bullets blasting, all I up smack that I laughed at. He said we're stacking, nothing but my money. Remember my pockets flat, now they chunky. I ain't a pretty boy, but I ain't ugly. And I'll take your bitch in a second. Is she a real
podcast that you want to give global exposure to? Then Bars and Hoops Radio wants to hear from you. Send an email to barsandhoopsradio@gmail.com with possible podcast in the subject line. Bars and Hoops Radio, the home of the podcast.
Back to live action. Shout out to DJ JOJ for that spin cycle. You know what I mean? Word up, man. So it's time for us to get into a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Here comes the drama. So, like I said, before we left off air, man, to go to that spin cycle, man, we spoke about Mace and Diddy and, you know, people blackballing everybody. And, you know what I mean? It all comes down to, you know, success when it comes down to your career and you being able to come back like Mace did to come back and do a tour after all those years of not being in the spotlight. So I was looking at something the other day, man, and it pertained to Nori, man. And Nori was talking about success and what that entails and what some of your biggest stars have to do to really achieve success. Yeah. Now, so in his interview with Vlad, he said, you know, when I went platinum, you know, I was getting to a point where I was really big, man. He said it came a point where it was 3 doors for me. It was a door to the right, a door to the left, and a door to the middle. He said, you know, the door to the right, I don't know. It could be, the, you know, the gay shit, could be the Illuminati, don't know. Door to the left could be the same thing. He said, but it's up to you to make that choice.
Yeah.
He said, man, I kept it straight and narrow. And that the door that I took was the door of, okay, congratulations. Let's see how far your success takes you.
Yeah.
He said after that, he never went platinum again. And that was it for his career as far as success is concerned.
Yeah.
On the music level. But we all know Nori reinvented himself.
Yeah.
And now he has Drink Champs. So my question is, how much do you believe in that theory and that story that he broke down? Do you think that that's a real thing or no?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that's come on. You see all these
And shout out to
scandals
JOJ.
going on, you know, with Epstein and all these guys.
Yes.
You know, like
Yes.
once you start getting to the top, you start scratching like a different surface, man. You know, those people are kind of different. They're not your regular average people. You know what I'm saying?
So what about the Terry Crews situation? Because somebody brought that up to me, like he was tested.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
they're gonna do that.
And he wasn't having it.
Yeah. Did he? No.
He kind of didn't check it the way he should have.
He didn't check it. Yeah, don't
He
do
didn't
that.
check
Don't
the way
save
he
him. Don't save him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. He didn't check it the way he should have.
And his wife was there.
And his wife was there.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, I think he was groped in front of his wife.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, what has he done after that? Has he been in anything?
Nah, he kind of disappeared. You kind of right.
Disappeared, right?
Especially after he let that out, you know? Because that happened a while ago. So
It
as soon as he
happened
let
a
it
while
out
ago.
the
He let it
bag,
out the bag. Now he's out the door.
Yeah.
So it kind of brings some truth to that. So now, I guess my point is this, right? Do you have to sell your soul in today's world to get that type of success? And is it always that you have to do in order to be successful? Compromise your soul, compromise yourself to reach the top. Do you think that you necessarily have to go that route?
You don't.
But
if you want to go to like how he said, if you want to remember, he said he got to a certain level where he thought he was popping.
Yeah.
You always gonna get to that point.
Yeah.
But then to take it over the edge, you need that push. To me, I think you need that push.
You need the push. Shout out to JOJ. You the foul guy, man. You need that push. They ain't pushing nothing over here, man.
Push in the bush.
So I guess what I'm trying to get at is from what I heard, some of that is kind of true. But I also heard, and guys like Cisco, shout out to Cisco, came out on record and said that, you know, it sometimes it's just simple things as they may ask you to do favors outside of your contract stipulations and guidelines. Like, in your contract, it say you owe them a certain amount of albums and this, that, and the third, but they may ask you, hey, come and perform at my son's bar mitzvah or perform at my barbecue or whatever. And if you say no, there goes your opportunity and there goes your fame and success all down the tube because you said no to something as simple as performing at a barbecue. You know what I mean? So sometimes maybe it could just be stuff like that. But I do believe you.
It's for favors.
The favors.
Yeah.
It's always about the favors. It ain't always about the other stuff.
And like like what happened with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of that goes
It's
on.
not about music.
No. But I think that goes on a lot in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he got exposed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. And then they always doing that to so-called blacks. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the, you know, Bill Cosby sex scandal.
Yes.
R. Kelly sex scandal. And those are people that we could say we look up to. Like, especially R. Kelly with them inspirational songs and stuff like that, you know? Like,
I mean, now that I look back, I'm like, yo, he could have been talking about a little girl in some of these songs.
Talk about I wish I was.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on,
Nah,
fam. Like, it don't hit the same no more. It's different now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yesterday's feeling is not today's feeling. You know what I mean? But nah, all jokes aside, though, I mean, to be successful,
especially now, I don't think nowadays you need it.
You don't.
You don't.
That's what I'm saying. So what are you willing to sacrifice outside of your soul to be successful?
What are you willing to sacrifice?
What are you willing to sacrifice? What limits are you willing to take it to?
It depends on the
become
individual
successful?
and your integrity as a man or a woman.
But for like your integrity is something that has to be intact.
Yeah.
But what are you willing to sacrifice to say, you know what? No matter what, I'm gonna make it. What's the line? What is the line for you? Like, not saying no funny stuff. Like, what are some of the things that you would do to say, all right, I need to check this off in order for me to reach the pinnacle and the top of my craft in order for me to be successful?
But the stuff we talking about, you're not thinking about that till it gets to till you get to that door.
Nah, I'm not worried about them doors. Like,
Okay.
forget those doors. I'm talking about forget those options.
Oh, if I'm saying
I'm gonna always go to the door in the middle.
So you always gonna take.
I'm always gonna take
you
the
always
middle.
gonna go to the limit. You always gonna go to the edge.
Yeah.
Just to make it like how you want to make it.
Yes.
You would hope you would do that. You would push. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As far as you can.
Yeah. Now, without compromising my soul, I will do favors.
Yeah.
But it's to a limit and to a degree, and I will never expose that to the public. You know what I mean? If they ask me, yo, come and perform at my bar mitzvah, I'll never be like, man, no, I'm not coming to no bar mitzvah. You won't catch me out there saying, I'll just do it privately, keep it respectful to keep the business relationship going. Because at the end of the day, you got to remember, these is your business partners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't offend your business partners and people that can cut your water off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to always be diplomatic and smart when you move with these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about compromising your ass and all that. Like, because we know some people that's up there did that to get to where they had to go. You know what I'm saying? And we know that some of the people that they put in front of them acting like they couples and all that, they really ain't that either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But without compromising your integrity and your soul, I'm gonna push it to the limit.
Yeah.
I'll do that if it ensures me staying relevant and getting the money from the machine to put behind me to make sure that my situation stays lit. I'm gonna do what it takes to do it without compromising my soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people feel like, oh man, I ain't doing no favors for nobody. Like I could do it on my own. Yes, you can, but that road is a lot harder than having a little bit of backing from people that got the connections, especially when you don't control the industry that you're trying to break through in. You know what I mean? I think that's what happened with Fifth. I think that Fifth realized that he got to the point where you don't need those guys anymore. You know what I mean? The Jimmy Iovine's and the Dr. Dre's. His loyalty was with Eminem because Eminem was the only one that saved him. Like Yayo said, it took somebody from the West Coast to blow us up. All these people on the East Coast, Corey Rooney and, you know what I mean, Columbia Records, Jam Master Jay, none of them took us to the limit and took us to where we needed to go outside of Eminem. So his loyalty always lay with M to the point where when M got his star on the Walk of Fame, Fifth was there.
You think he was blackballed in on the East Coast?
Who, Fifth?
Yeah.
Was he blackballed on the East Coast? I'm not going to say he was blackballed. I think that it was more of a fair thing than anything. That most of these execs didn't want the baggage that came with him. Because remember, you had beef with the giants in the streets.
Yeah.
Why would I invest millions of dollars in you when one false move, one bad stop at a store can end that, and my investment goes down the drain? You know what I mean? So thinking as a businessman, I would have stayed away from him too. It took somebody from outside of New York and the tri-state area to say, you know what? I'm going to put my faith in you, and we're going to get you out of the hood immediately to give him a shot. And this is why he is where he is today. And that's why I always salute Fifth, man. I don't think we'll ever see another run like that the way that he came.
Oh, yeah,
in.
he had a
You know what I'm
good
saying?
run.
He had
Yeah.
a hell of a run.
I think it was perfect timing with him too.
What?
though, man.
Perfect storm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he brought his guys along with him, but they just ended up dropping the ball at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't ready for the level of success that he was ready for. You know
Fifth's
what I mean?
an animal, man. He's a different breed. I mean,
Totally
like,
different.
the mentality and everything. Like, I don't know who his mentor was. I don't know where he gets his mindset from, but it's
Robert
like
Greene.
Robert Greene. Who's that?
One that wrote the 48 Laws of Power. The
Oh,
Art
he
of
said
War.
he said he read that book.
Sun Tzu wrote The Art of War, but Robert Greene has his own version as well. Remember, Robert Greene gave him the 50th law. He gave him his own book.
Oh,
Fifth
he
had his
did?
own book, yes.
Wow.
And then remember, 50 had his own book, From Pieces to Weight.
Uh-huh.
And he had another book.
You read those too? I didn't even read those.
Yeah.
I need to read them.
Yeah. Those books is heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It teaches you, like the 48 laws, man. It teaches you how to be a messed up person, a messed up individual, but it's never nothing personal. It's always business.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can tell when somebody else is trying to 48 law you. Sometimes you just got to ignore it and act like you don't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is just what they feel that they have to do to be successful and get to the top. But it really sharpens you, and it opens your eyes to the type of people that you're going to deal with, especially in business. You know what I mean? Everybody's not friendly. It's a bunch of sharks in this.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, nobody's here to save you. You got to save yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you don't know your stuff, somebody that does know their stuff and know your stuff is going to dictate to you how far you make it in this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that will happen to him with the magic stick that with the song, because remember he wanted the song before Little Kim. You know, it was on Little Kim's album, and he wanted the song too.
But that was a song fitting for a female though, for Little Kim.
But that was his song though.
It was his song. He wrote it.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Yeah,
he wrote it. Yeah, man. But shout out to Fifth, man. But you know, I found that interesting though that Nori said he was approached with those three options, and he chose to walk the straight path, and he bounced back.
Why
he
you
said
think
he never
shocked,
saw.
though? Why you think he was shocked? Why?
I mean, I guess I'm shocked because Nori's pedigree, where he comes from. He's a street dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a street dude. Like, some of them people will be scared to even try a street person like that because you never know how to react.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They used to kill you over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, if they don't have the right mind up here to understand, like, that type of stuff comes with the industry. It don't matter, not even just in entertainment, in just the regular corporate world.
Yeah.
You got people that, and you got females that's pressured to compromise themselves for position. You know what I'm saying? Not even talking about no gay stuff, but just people that's up top that have the key to where you want to go. They'll ask you to compromise your well-being to get to where you have to go. That's just the reality. And a lot of females and a lot of people, males too, go through it. And they do that to get to where they have to go. So it's not just music, it's everywhere. But I was surprised they had Nori come out and openly say that.
I was surprised. Yeah, I was surprised at that.
Because he has, when you look at it, he has one of the biggest platforms out now.
Yeah.
Where he got people like Kevin Hart and all these guys. All they're waiting for is Jay-Z to come there, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? He done had everybody else. Rick Ross, 50 Cent. I don't think Diddy was there yet, but he has one of the biggest platforms out here. And
Isn't
he's
that
on
JC's platform though? It was.
No, they are managed. It's managed by three. Mass Appeal. It's on Revolt and part of Rock Nation.
Okay.
So he's with the three giants: Nas, Jay, and Puff. It's crazy.
They all
involved in that whole
wow,
drink
I
change.
didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's a Mass Appeal, management. It's syndicated through Revolt, and Rock Nation also has a part of it.
So they all doing business together. I would like to see the percentage of that. It's probably 33 around, maybe.
Doesn't matter. He's getting paid. Yes, the percentages are probably equal.
Yeah.
But he got three giants behind him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is why you get a Nas interview. This is why you get well, not Puff, but Kanye.
Yeah.
Because you got the three giants that control everybody behind that. So when he said that, I was surprised that he said that. You know what I mean? That was very shocking to me that he openly said that, because you always hear the stories. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be thinking like, all right, some people be off the rim when they saying
but see, but you, like you said, you heard the stories before, so you can't really be shocked. It just, to me, it is what it is. Like, we already know. You just spitting your version, you know what I'm saying? Or you just letting it be known from your end, you know? Which is real though, you know?
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, damn. Because that could be career suicide for him.
I don't think
something
now.
like that. Now, there's no way you can stop him.
No way
There's
you
no way
can
you can
stop
stop
him.
him.
There's
There's no way you can stop him. Shout out to Nori. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make some noise. No, let me stop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just found it interesting, man, to find out, you know, the limit people will take it to make it in this industry and just make it to be successful. Because nowadays, with the internet, you don't gotta compromise yourself for anything, because you hold your own destiny in your hands.
But you still can only get to a certain point, though. I think you still need, because you might not have the money to promote yourself in a certain way. You know, the radio, you might not get the radio hits, you know,
but Jay,
top 10. I mean, you will have the underground and like, you know, the buzz, the street buzz, but that is important to me. Street buzz.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
You got the people, the consumers, the people that's going to buy your stuff.
Yeah.
Once you get them, who cares about what's going on up top? They can't stop you once the streets is supporting you. That's why Master P broke ground. Remember, P got the way he was because he sold records out of his trunk of his car. He didn't have no distribution. He just hustled and did his thing. Oh boy, we got a caller. Let's go. The Oddcast on Bars and Hoops Radio. Who's this?
What up, what up? This is Mr. Flip in the area. What's
Mr.
good?
Mr. Flip, what's up, bro? Talk about it.
Yo, I'm loving the show, man. It's sounding good, man. I want to jump back to Mace.
Let's go. Talk about it, Flip.
Yo, that's on fire, man.
Yeah, you like it?
I like it because the more that you listen to it, the hotter it gets. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a drink, man, that sneak up on you.
Say word. Yeah, shout out to Flip.
That's
you know
my
what?
word.
That's a good analogy.
That's what happened to me because
that's a good analogy.
Because it was whack at first to me.
If
That's what happened.
Funk Flex hit that up in the club on a hot night, I think it's going to be fire.
Yo.
And I think that his voice is different, but we need a different tone.
Yes.
We need a different tone. I mean, we so blown away by West Coast sound. We need a different sound on the East Coast.
That's a fact. So, Flip, let me ask you this. Would you have gone to that Three-Headed Monster concert if they didn't cancel it?
Definitely, because that's right in my age group. It's an age group that's going to come to that. I mean, I ain't young, but that's my age group. Yeah, I'm going to that.
Yeah.
That's why
and I do think they trying to do certain things to see where they at.
Yes, they putting
to see
out
if they can
feelers.
pull different people.
You got to put out
But
feelers.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Let's go.
Mark my word on this. Mace is gonna open up some doors, man. I'm telling you this.
Mace gonna open up doors?
I'm telling you this. Huh?
You said Mace. Well, you know what? Mace did open up the door for Fabio Foreign. Like, I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah.
He
I heard
opened up the
about
door
that.
for Fabio Foreign. And you know, they had a little dispute over that.
He didn't want to give him his props. He didn't want, that went left.
Absolutely.
So it looks like the only problem I have with Mace is this. I don't look at him as being a gangster.
Yes.
And after watching those videos, it looked like something's coming out of him that looks gangster to me.
Yes. It's like,
and I never seen him like that.
Nah,
you know what
right.
I mean? So it's, to me, I don't know if he always had that in him, but it doesn't sound like, I don't know, it kind of fit him, but then it's like I'm not used to him being that gangster. I'm not used to seeing that.
We used to hearing him on church records. I mean, on church joints.
That's what I'm talking about.
He only feared God, man. He don't fear no man. He only feared God.
But I do think that he's just a guy where he can open up doors. And I don't think he's being himself. I think he needs to really like open up a little more. If we saw Mace more, we will understand Mace more. But when he stops and he comes back and he stops and come back, he throws everybody off.
That's a fact.
But if he stay consistently, you might see him different.
That is a fact, Flip. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a whole fact, Flip.
That's what I'm saying.
Word. That's a whole fact.
I call it give my little buzz, man. Y'all guys have a good night, man. I'm loving the show, man. I'm loving the show, man.
Appreciate you, King.
Love
Word up,
the
man.
show.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
You got
calling
it, man.
You already know.
Yo,
good looking, Mr.
JOJ,
Flip.
be good, babe.
Word
No
up.
doubt. Peace, man.
All right, Flip.
Will the
All right,
real
peace, bro.
Mace
Peace.
into the building? Will the real Mace?
Will the real
Which Mace we gonna get? The church? The thug?
I think that's what messed him up. The fact that he left to go to church. Came back, rocked with 50, went back to church again. Now he's back now, and now you rocking with the gutter. Like with Cam and Kiss, it's hard to believe that. It's hard to believe that. But knowing him and knowing the fact that, and this is what people don't give Puff his credit for, the fact that he rocked out under Puff's tutelage, I think he's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, I think his career is gonna land on on stable ground, and he's gonna be able to do it.
He's gonna come back?
Of course. I mean, why would you come back now? Why would you come back now? He could have stayed retired.
Yeah.
Why come back now if he didn't feel like it's a lane for him right now? Because think about it.
You think there's a lane for him?
I think so. It's a lane for everybody right now.
That's true.
The way that the game is right now with the music. Look, they taking rappers out of here. These rappers is either dying or they getting picked off by the police. RICO charges, all this gang stuff. Like all the rappers is going. So look, it's a lane.
The old rappers to come back.
Hey, they coming back. Like, hey, don't forget about me now. You know what I mean? So it's definitely gonna happen. So another thing that we wanted to talk about, man, T.I., man, he's disappointed in the celebrity friends that he has for not defending his son, King, amongst the whole Charleston White situation.
What happened with that? Because I missed that. I missed that too.
T.I. took to social media to express his frustration with his celebrity friends for not coming out on social media to defend his son, King, during his beef with YouTuber Charleston White. White mocked T.I.'s son for portraying a tough guy and even attacked his looks. King responded with threats, causing White to tag the Atlanta Police Department.
Oh wow!
In his tweets and Instagram posts directed at him. Like now he's snitching outright. You know what I'm saying? He's hip hop police, something like that. So T.I. recorded a video to show his disappointment with the lack of the support from his peers, and this is his quote. As I meditate and unpack the circumstances, it dawns on me that this is the second time that I've seen my family attacked, and I've seen social media weaponized and used against us by the enemy. Both times, I watched the community have absolutely nothing to say on our behalf. I watched friends or people who say they're friends. I watch people who have donated, who we have donated our time, effort, energy, resources, and attention to, look on us as me and my family were attacked. And the people who we go outside for or out of our way to help, whether it's the people who can't afford to feed themselves, people who can't afford to house themselves, families who can't afford to bury their loved ones, or just people who need inspiration or just need to be emotionally poured into. None of these organizations, none of these leaders of these communities, nobody thought to stand up and speak out on behalf of my family. Not once. That's where we at with it. Let it stay there. What's your thoughts on him asking for everybody or anybody to come out and speak out on his behalf because of Charleston White's comments?
I love T.I., man.
Talk about it.
But he be reaching sometimes, man.
It is a reach.
He be reaching.
It is
man.
a reach.
Like where he be going with it, like I don't know. Like he think he could just lead the charge or whatever he wanted to do. I don't
expeditiously.
Know, yeah, there you go.
Word up.
Spell that.
Right. Too much champagne. Word up. But I mean, I do think he's doing a bit much. I think that for him, he has to realize, and this is hard for anybody, you know what I'm saying? You have to realize that at the end of the day, once you get into this business, you are a public figure, which means you are public property to a degree. Yes, you can't have people disrespecting you and your family at the end of the day, but you have to condition your brain and strengthen and thicken your skin, because any and everybody's going to try to get a rise out of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that he's mad at people for basically minding their business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for even paying attention to somebody that's in the social media world, This is how strong social media has become. Remember, social media is causing these kids to kill themselves now.
Yeah.
Because of likes and that's why I said
attention is the new currency.
Attention is the new currency. That's why I said that Draymond Green and Jordan Poole situation would never be the same again. Like, they can't coexist.
Yeah.
I don't care if people say fights happen in basketball all the time. The fact that it's a viral moment and Jordan Poole is now a meme.
He is?
He's a meme now. People clowning him, talking about, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like the situation in Friday. That's my grandmama chain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like,
yeah.
Once that comes into play, everything changes because the world's seen it.
Yeah.
Now you can't go out in public without people laughing at you. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate, but T.I. is giving this situation way too much energy. And I only can speak from my stance because I'm not going through it.
That's the son that that dresses weird and all that? Or
yes, the young one with the wild hair and King.
Okay.
That's the one that's getting into a lot of trouble. And I think he might get locked up too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he might get locked up too. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother story. You know, I don't want to really comment on the man kids and all that, but I do think that with this situation, he shouldn't be paying this man, Charleston, whatever, too much attention.
White, yeah.
Charleston White. I don't even know his name, but I just see that a lot of people give him a lot of burn with the videos on Instagram and
he be
YouTube.
talking a whole hella.
He sound like Clayton Bigsby.
But I forgot, somebody said they really didn't want to mess with him because I think he's like, he might be hip hop police. Like,
he is,
right?
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we even got a bid?
Yeah, right.
He probably don't got a bid. You know what I mean? But I mean, he's one of those people that's sent to disrupt.
Yeah.
And he's disrupting right now.
He's doing a good job.
And he's doing a good job right now. Now, switching gears to your boy, Hassan Campbell.
Okay.
He's another one. Now, he actually came out and was talking crazy. And shout out to Five Mics, man. Shout out to Five. Five had to check him. Like, yo, you know what, man? Why are you even commenting on little boys and this, that, and the third? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, keep that man name out. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even be representing New York. Matter of fact, I'm doing too much talking. I need to let the people out here hear what Five had to say in regards to people like Hassan Campbell, who are culture vultures. Think about it. They benefiting off of our pain.
Yeah.
They get on YouTube begging people to follow them and this, that, and the third, but they really culture vultures at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And you know, it's sad. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna have to play it, I'm gonna have to play it through my joint because right now my whatchamacallit is acting up, right? So here's your man Hassan Campbell talking crazy, and here's Five Mics checking him on it.
Y'all mad at Charleston White because he's sitting up there going back and forth with T.I. and that little ugly nigga he got. Looked like he was made in a lab. Yo, I don't know why y'all get me messed up. So I don't like our chocolate sisters.
You don't, nigga.
Ain't nothing worse than an ugly light-skinned dude.
Wait, what?
Shorty,
no, stop right there. Get him the fuck out of here, nigga. First of all, nigga, why is you talking about kids, nigga? I'm talking about how kids look and how people ugly and all that. Like, get the fuck out of here with them little antics, nigga. First of all, your ass need therapy, nigga. That's number one. Number two, when you gonna make a program for the kids, explain how to survive out here, you bitch ass nigga? And this is New York City. You'll never be the livest nigga in New York. You will never ever represent New York. Anybody that's not from New York, when you go online and you see a nigga like this acting like he's somebody in New York, he's capping. He's a bitch ass nigga. This nigga has never did anything. He's a fake jail nigga. You're not popping behind the walls. And who even wants to be popping behind jail? Shut the fuck up, nigga. My pops did life in prison, nigga. What jail you was in? I know you wasn't talking about no up north shit. What jail you was in, nigga? You was a bitch in jail, nigga. We already know that. So check this out. In New York City, we'll never have a leader like you. You don't represent New York. You ain't got the New York vibe. And you ain't live enough, nigga. And it's a live nigga on every corner in New York. Nobody wants New York City. All that fake King of New York shit, you get your ass slapped out, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? We don't care about who you know. And if you, hey, yo, listen, if you caught a body, so fucking what? We don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you stabbed a nigga 100 times. So? You could have shot a nigga broad day. So? Don't fucking be.
Yeah. And shout out to
Yikes.
5 Mics, man. Yeah, I
He was
like
hyped.
5. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
5.
5 is real.
5 is real. And he said it because it's true, man. A lot of these guys get on the internet, get on YouTube, and they just talk reckless and crazy about people in our culture and pillars in our culture. You know what I mean? So
they do that all for clicks, though. Those certain dudes, and they hide, man. They don't really come out. They just sit there and they
Can't
just
come outside.
Yeah, you can't come outside. You know what I mean?
It's on site.
And everything. Yeah, everything. Only see them in the daylight. You know what I
only
mean?
in the daylight because they catch you outside.
Yeah,
It's on site.
For real, man. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. So now DJ Academics is another one.
That's right. Yeah.
He was caught on camera, allegedly putting hands on a female in Miami.
Wow.
Cursing at her. He was looking stupid too. Like, and that's another thing, man. And this to all of you youngsters out there. All that, and I'm just gonna say this is out of my character, but all that, yo, that's what I'm talking about, my nigga. Talking to a female like that, like my nigga, like that's a female, bro. You don't talk to a female like you talking to another dude in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he was doing, and he was embarrassing himself, looking crazy. And these are the people that are out here making thousands. I ain't gonna say millions. They making thousands off of the culture as vultures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't respect that at all. You know what I mean? Like, now I see why Star left that whole complex situation, because he couldn't deal with birds like Academics. You know what I mean? I can't deal with it, man. But salute to 5. Salute to everybody out there that's standing up, because it is getting out of control. And it's only in our culture. That's why I said the theme of the show is WWE. Is hip-hop culture turning into the worldwide wrestling entertainment?
You late with that topic.
Am I?
Yeah, it's been WWE.
But this week it's been over the top.
Yeah.
From the whole Kanye and you know what I mean, getting on there clowning this dude, clowning that dude, getting on people like he wearing White Lives Matter t-shirts like to sell clothing and to appeal to the masses in Europe. Like, it's just out of control right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the sad thing is that our kids are coming up in this culture, and I'm guilty. I own a pair of Yeezy slides, and I own a pair of those Yeezy foam runners. I would never support that man again. After that.
Okay.
For real. And I'm gonna be honest with him. I'll wear them because I paid money for them. But I will never ever support him again for that. You know what I mean? For real, man. So man, we got about 15 minutes left in the show, man.
Okay.
You already know, man. We're gonna get into our hip-hop shot clock, Jay. So it's me and you today, Jay, man. I'm gonna run the questions down, man. First person that could call in and get one of these questions right, man, we will give you a Bars and Hoops prize package courtesy of the station. You know what I mean? The number to call in is 516-206-0711. And I will tell you which question you call in to answer, because some of these are layups and I know any and everybody can get them. But we're going to start off at the top. First question. Panda was the #1 single for who in 2016? Panda was, there we go. Shout out to Jay. Panda was the #1 single for who in 2016?
I was just looking at his music. I forgot his name. Oh my gosh. That's bad.
Jay, you don't know?
Nah, I know it. I was just looking at his song. I mean, I can look it up. You know how
I ain't
go look it up.
All right, we in the station. All right. So, the name of the artist is Designer.
Designer.
One hit wonder. Word up. For real, one hit wonder. Word up. Who had a hit with Black Beatles in 2016?
Black Beatles.
Shout out to Jessica. She said, I can't remember. Who had
forgot
a
his
hit
name too,
with
man.
Black Beatles in 2016?
I forgot the dude's name, man. Oh, hold up.
It's a group.
It's a group?
Yes. I think it's two.
It's Frank Ocean? No.
It's Ray Shrimp. How you say it?
Oh,
Ray
Ray
Shmurdum.
Yeah, that.
Shmurdum.
Yeah,
Smurda. Smurda. Yep. Shout out to Jessica. Yes, she did.
She got it right?
Yeah, she got it right. Yep.
She looked it up.
Yeah, she looked it up for sure. What is the name of Eminem's greatest hits album released in 2005?
I'm not gonna get that. They can call in for that.
Yeah, the number to call in is 516-206-0711. What is the name of the artist? No, hold on. What is the name of Eminem's greatest hits album released in 2005?
I didn't even know he had a
And they already gonna look on Google. So the name of the answer to the question is called Curtain Call.
Curtain Call?
Yes. Okay, the next question. What is the name of the artist that had the first verse on the Tribe Called Quest What's the Scenario remix? The number to call in, if you can answer this question right,
that's easy,
is 516-206-0711. What was the name of the artist that had the first verse in the Tribe Called Quest What's the Scenario remix? Not the original.
And it goes by the name of
Go ahead, yes.
I already know.
First person that can call in and get the name right, you will win the Bars and Hoops prize package for the evening. What was the name of the artist that had the first verse in the Tribe Called
Nobody got
Quest?
that in the chat
What's
either?
the scenario remix? Now, it's not in the chat right now. We're going to start the clock. 30 seconds. Word up. What was the name of the artist that had the first verse in a Tribe Called Quest What's the Scenario remix? We have 6 MCs, 7 which are in spiritual form. No, 7 which are in physical form, 1 which is in spiritual essence.
And it goes
by the name of that verse was a smoker too. He murdered everybody on that. Okay, so we got no callers. Jay doesn't know it. The people in the chat
Who
don't
know?
it.
I know it.
What's his name?
Hood, man.
Kid Hood
Kid
is
Hood.
his name. Shout out to JOJ.
Come on, man.
Word up. Shout out to JOJ, man. Word up, man. Okay. What was the name of Redman's debut album?
Debut album. Oh, I think I got that.
What is it?
What the album?
There we go. Shout out to JOJ. Okay. Shout out to Jessica. She said Buster. Not technically, Jess. Not technically. Okay. Who appeared as Jamal King in the 2001 film How High?
I'm not going to get that.
Who appeared as Jamal King in the 2001 film How High?
Jamal King. Oh, that was...
Shout out to Jessica. She said Muddy Waters.
That was like a second or third.
No. Who appeared as Jamal King in the 2001 film How High? Jessica was on the right path. It was Redman. And he played Jamal King in the 2001 show How High. Okay. What was the name of the record label that Mobb Deep's debut album came out on?
Damn. Oh, okay. I got that.
What was the name of the record label that Mobb Deep's debut album appeared on?
Rolling Loud. It was the Loud Records?
Wasn't Loud Records.
Oh,
That's
the
debut album of Mobb Deep.
That's what
which
hit it from the
was
back?
Juvenile Hell.
Oh,
yes.
I don't know that.
The label was 4th and Broadway. That was a pretty big label back in the days.
Damn, yeah.
Yes.
Eric B. and Rakim was on that one.
Yes, on 4th and Broadway.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, damn.
What was Prodigy's government name? Rest in peace to Prodigy, by the way.
I'm not going to get that.
Shout out to Jessica. She put a bunch of question marks. Prodigy's government name was Albert Johnson.
Albert Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Fill in the blank. Don't call it I've been here for years. I'm rocking my peers, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explosion. Overpowering. What's the blank?
You want me to fill it in? I'm
Fill in the blank.
Don't call it a comeback, man.
Shout out to JOJ. Word up. Jessica had question marks again. Shame on you, Jess.
All right.
right.
The old school.
Here we go. Another one. Yo, let me apologize for the other night. I know it wasn't right, but baby, you know what it's like. Some brothers don't be coming right. I understand I'm feeling you. Besides, can I have a dance? Ain't really that.
I have no
You have
idea.
no idea? All right, let me say it again. Yo, let me apologize for the other night. I know it wasn't right, but baby, you know what it's like. Sometimes brothers don't be coming right. I understand what I'm feeling. He said, I understand I'm feeling you. Besides, can I have a dance? Ain't really that. Original. That's Most Def and Miss
Most
Fat
Def?
Booty.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, word, man. What was Busta Rhymes' real name? What is Busta Rhymes' real name?
He probably got a Jamaican
He got a Jamaican name.
I was
Yes,
about to
it
say.
did. Ah!
Trevor.
Yeah, shout out to Jay. Yeah, it is. Shout out to Jay.
I guessed that one.
Yeah, you guessed it. And his original, his name is Trevor Smith. Shout out to Jay. He said it's Jamaican. Call him Trevor. All right. Tragedy Gaddafi's original stage name was? Tragedy Gaddafi's original stage name was?
2-5 something?
Tragedy Gaddafi's original stage name was?
Damn, I should know that.
I'm black and I'm proud. Black and proud.
Oh, Intelligent Hoodlum.
Shout out to JOJ. Word up, man. Word up, man. For real. Okay. What was the name of the 2011 album Kanye West collaborated with Jay-Z on?
I'm not going to get that.
You should get that, Jay. That should be a layup.
Oh, maybe the Blue Album? No.
He said the Blue Album. Shout out to Duce. What was the name of the 2011 album Kanye West collaborated with Jay-Z on?
Not the Blueprint, right?
No. Watch the Throne.
Oh,
come
man.
on, Jay. Shout out to Jessica, man. Jessica, you should be here. Word up, man. Okay. Who featured with Kanye West on the 2005 hit Gold Digger?
You give me money. Damn, who was that?
Come on, Jay.
That wasn't Jay-Z?
Jay-Z wasn't singing, brother.
Oh, that's Jamie Foxx.
Shout out to JLJ.
Come on.
Word up, man. Come on. And the last question in this segment. This gangster rapper got his ass whooped on MTV in a celebrity boxing match by a skateboarder.
You want me to answer that?
You can answer it, Jay.
Take him up, bring him up. He ain't holding down for Onyx, yo.
Sticky Fingers got his ass whooped by a skateboarder on MTV's celebrity boxing match, man. So that ends our fucking hip hop shot clock segment. Shout out to Moet.
Yeah, you talking about me
good.
drinking.
Yeah, thanks. I'll drink to that.
How dry I am.
The mother. Mhm. So technically, we're at the end of the show, man. This went by fast, man.
Yes,
but
sir.
we do have to do at least one chopping block joint before we go.
All
man.
right.
One chopping block joint.
Let's go.
Man. So
I'm ready, man.
I'm gonna get rid of. I ain't gonna do no layups today. I'm gonna do one, and then we're gonna roll out with this one for real. Check it out.
That's easy, man. Come on.
This for the real hip hop heads right there. This for the real. That's Easy J. Which one is that, Jay?
Love, come down.
Woo! Shout out to Jay.
I'm ready, man.
Uh-oh.
Where Big at? Where Big at?
Hey.
Yo, peep the black Moses, literature on pure dosage. From a landscape of Kuwait, Jakes and vultures. Too many of us lose focus due to the fact that we all just a bunch of soldiers. Foul coaches, funny how the streets mold us. Allah told us, in the cages where they hold us, it's much colder. The babies follow our footsteps through every rap. They motto is, leave a richer nigga dead and wet though. We learn the same dudes, but it seems we forget though. Yeah, shoulda knew what love is before we learn what a thug is. Now we left out
to be raised by their mothers. I seen the hood kill brothers, kill too many of us. A thin line between the haters and the ones who love us. Woo! So on that note, man, Steelsdagreat, DJ JOJ. We are the Oddcast. Check us out every Friday, 8 to 10. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Your boys will be back at it again next week. But until then, Jay, talk to the people. We say peace.
Almighty.
Peace, Almighty.